sir. We live, we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is Golden Goose DFS, like I said, where we specialize in single entry 3 max and 20 max contests. So if that's your particular style of play, even if it's not, man, if you're just playing NBA DFS at all, this is probably one of the best spots you can be in, man. You want to be subscribed. You want to have your notification bell on so you know when the videos and content drop. Also, do me a small favor, man. Hit that like button for your boy. It helps the channel out. It helps us grow. And it's a gesture of kindness that gets some good karma headed your direction. So hit that like button if you want some good karma for the rest of your week, man. Happy holidays. Y'all probably gonna see me tomorrow for the NBA video. So no games. So happy Thanksgiving, man. If you're celebrating, if you're not, just happy day, happy weekend to you in general, right? Let's go over last night's slate, man. Then we'll jump into my starting five, what you came for. Was a rough one for me last night. On DK, just didn't have enough Halliburton, man. There was other guards I liked, as you can see by this lineup. A lot of my lineups, my guard spots was filled because I went Young, Garland, and Porter Jr. Like all three, just strictly point guard eligibility. So that squeezed out some of my Halliburton ownership on DK. I only probably had a couple of lines of Halliburton. Ended up needing him in your lineup as he was the highest scoring player on yesterday's slate. Didn't quite get to him just because of the other guards I like. You know, they gave me solid games. And if Halliburton doesn't have a crazy game, hitting 9 threes, you know, he has like a 60 point, 62 point game, and he's closer to the mean. And there was better plays for the price wise. I was okay getting the Young and Porter Jr. and Garland, but just because of the price difference, and I knew they had extremely high ceilings in the situations they was in. But like I said, inevitably, Halliburton ended up just having a monster game. So didn't have enough of him on DK. Ended up being a story of my night. Lost most of my buy-in. This is my best lineup on DK, 289. Young, THT, Naismith here. I knew Naismith would be low on because he was a late add to the starting lineup, and people didn't want to go there. They was going to all those other. This 4K range last night was just loaded with similar type players, man. You had Taylor Horton Tucker, Naismith, Sadiq Bey, Bogdan Bogdanovich, DeAndre Hunter, the guys from Indiana, Buddy Hield, Matherin, like all those. It was tons of guys that was around the same price point. I just wanted to mix and match those guys in throughout my lineup. So got the Naismith here because I knew, like I said, I knew he'd be lower on. Nobody was going to go to him with him being that late ad. Got him at 6% on. He gave us 24 fantasy points at 4,400. Solid effort. Sadiq Bey was solid here. Clint Capella was having a nice game. He just didn't get any closing run for neither him or Okongwu. Both teams decided to go a more small ball lineup to finish out the game. So neither team closed with a center. That's why Miles Turner didn't come back in as well. So none of the centers got closing run. Undoubtedly hurt Clint Capella here. Darius Garland, I told you on the video, I was going to have all the Darius Garland in the world. I probably had like 75% Garland yesterday. Got the LeBron James here, 19% on. He gave us right at 40 fantasy points. This game just turned into a blowout. I had AD as well. I had AD in my single entry over him. Y'all know I liked AD. He was having a monster game, but then blowout just killed that. And then Craig Porter Jr., everybody's favorite chalk last night at 31% on, but nice game from him with 30 fantasy points in this spot. Rough over here on DK, like I said. Let's go look at FanDuel. My best lineup over here, 346. Over this side, I did get to a little more Halliburton just because you got more guard spots, and the guys had better eligibility than DK. So Halliburton at the top, man, 29% on, just 73. Monster game out of him. Darius Garland once again, had Buddy Hield over here. Got to D'Angelo Russell, who was also having a nice game as well. Blowout hurt his upside here in this performance. Got to some Max Strus, THT once again in this lineup. Evan Mobley, Dean Wade, and then Clint Capella once again down here at the bottom. Like I said, same thing, rough night on FanDuel too. Lost most of my buy-in there. 346.6 over there. That's how my night went. Hopefully y'all had a better night out there. Let's get to today's monster slate. Man, this is going to be a headache. This is going to be a headache. You know, it's going to be the more games on the slate, the more news you got to wait on and the possibility of more news. So this is going to be a headache. But you're starting 5 on DK. At the top, I'm going to look right back to D'Angelo Russell. They got a nice matchup here going against the Dallas Mavericks. Another late night hammer game. Good. It's a lot of good total games on this slate. Last night you had the one game Indiana Atlanta that everybody knew to get to because the game total was so much higher than the rest of the games. You got a lot of good game totals here tonight, man. Some 242s, 238. So it's more than one spot to go to. So there's going to be plenty of guys to get to. I like going to D'Angelo Russell at 6,600. Hopefully he can keep some momentum going from last night. Been shooting a little better and playing a little better at home. So they at home against these Dallas Mavericks. I have no problem going right back to D'Angelo Russell, 6,600. At the shooting guard, I got interest in Kyrie Irving. 8,400. I like this price tag on him in this matchup against the Lakers. I like taking teams against the Lakers as well, guys. That defense has not been as heralded as it should be. I don't know if that's a case of just waiting to the playoffs to pick up the defense like they did last year. But right now, early on this season, I like taking teams against the Lakers. They give it up fantasy-wise, and I like going to Kyrie Irving here at 8,400. At small forward, a guy I'm hoping they forgot about. I have no problem going back to Scotty Barnes here in this matchup against the Pacers. Up-paced matchup for the Toronto Raptors here. And when you look at Scotty Barnes, man, he's had a down couple of games, but when you get in here and look at his game log, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping guys forgot about him because of 3 down games here, right? He played Boston. Tough defensive matchup. Understandable. Detroit, blowout. Orlando Magic, blowout. When you look at what he was doing before then, 52, 45. One down game of 26 there, but 55, 67. He's been having a monster year. Down a couple of games over the last 3 or 4 games. I expect him to bounce. This is the perfect bounce back spot here against the Pacers. I expect him to bounce back here at 8,600. I like that the price is falling. Scotty Barnes is on real live triple-double watch. Triple-double alert for Scotty Barnes tonight. I like him at this 8,600 price tag. I'm going to get to plenty of them. At the power forward spot, give me Cam Johnson, 5,700. Another guy I think that's going to kind of be off people's radar. Similar to Scotty Barnes, man. Had a down couple of games, but similar. Like I said, you look at here over the last 3 games. Played against the Orlando Magic, blowout. Played against the Miami Heat, tough defensive matchup. Only 27 minutes, though, 28 fantasy points. And then played against Philly, blowout. He has the potential to do this right here. 35 minutes right here against Washington. He's primarily scoring, so we're going to need that shot to fall. But this is another good total game here going against the Atlanta Hawks. I like going to Cam Johnson at 5,700. If that shot gets to falling, he can definitely light it up. He has 40-point upside here at this price tag. I like getting to Cam Johnson. Then at the center spot, man, it's risky, but give me Daniel Gafford. 4,200, I'm going to take shots on plenty of Gafford. It's risky because of his minutes, because of his foul trouble. If he can stay out of foul trouble and get the minutes here in this spot, he can crush this for a 200 price tag. We can get Gafford at 30 minutes. He can give us a double-double, and that's definitely going to crush this 4,200 price tag here. Give me some Daniel Gafford at 4,200. I don't mind taking the shots. I think the price tag is well worth the risk with Daniel Gafford here. So there you have it, man. Just starting 5 for DraftKings. D'Angelo Russell, Kyrie Irving, Scotty Barnes, Cam Johnson, and Daniel Gafford. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? Let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. On FanDuel, at the top, man, Steph Curry, 8,900. I like this price over here on FanDuel. Getting like a $400 discount from DK. This should be a good game, man. I can't wait to watch this game. I know the Warriors ain't at full strength with no Draymond over there, but I'm going to like this matchup here. Steph Curry hasn't really went off for us yet, but that big shoot night coming. You know he got that night in the bag where he hits 9, 10 threes. I think it's coming. I like him in this spot here against these Phoenix Suns. Give me some Steph Curry at 8,900. At the shooting guard, I'm going right back to James Harden, 7,400. I like this price on there. I just like this price tag over here on FanDuel. We just seen this matchup last time out. He had a very solid game. If the Spurs can keep it competitive and stay in here and push these Clippers a little bit, James Harden can give you a big game at 7,400, man. He's getting the assists. He's the point guard over here handling what the Clippers been missing. And I like him. I like the way these Clippers are looking since moving Russell Westbrook to the bench. I'm going right back to James Harden at 7,400. Coming in at small forward, I want to go to Kyle Kuzma, man. This Washington-Charlotte game should go absolutely crazy. This is a Kyle Kuzma type game. Up and down, playing in transition. That's what he like to do. He's not, I don't want to say he's not really a half court set type basketball player, but it's better for him when he's out running and playing in transition, right? But either way, Kyle Kuzma live for a double-double here. Nice game total. You know this game is going to play fast. With Jordan Poole out there shooting, should be plenty of missed shots, man. Plenty of rebound opportunities for Kyle Kuzma. I like this matchup. I like the price tag at $7,900. At the power forward spot. Now, this is the guy I got my eye on. It's going to be other value to open up. It's probably going to be some better value to open up, and you probably can get off of him at $4,500. But this matchup here, Minnesota Timberwolves against the 76ers, Naz Reid is one of those guys that if he just get extra minutes, he can absolutely destroy for you. He's going to approach 20 minutes in just about every matchup. But in this matchup, I'm going to watch him a little close because we got Gobert down there against Embiid. That is the potential for foul trouble for Rudy Gobert, especially with him liking to be in the shot blocker and Embiid being ultra aggressive this year on the block, taking it to the rim. You don't like to try to predict foul trouble, but I can see foul trouble incoming for Gobert. Now, Naz Reid going to get 20 minutes anyway. But if we can get some Gobert foul trouble, he can get about 25, 28 minutes. He can absolutely destroy this price tag at $4,500. So I got my eye on Naz Reid for a little value here. Like I said, it's probably going to be some better value plays to open up. I just wanted to point this play out here, and a guy I'm going to have my eye on, all right? And then at the center spot, man, Mark Williams, $6,800. Another guy. He's in that same matchup with Kuzma. Like I said, Jordan Poole is out there. Should be a lot of missed shots, a lot of rebound opportunities. And you saw him get the minutes and absolutely crush last time out. He is similar. If he can just get the minutes, stay out of foul trouble. I think they're still without Nick Richards over here, so the playing time should be a little more solidified. If we can get him to 30, 35 minutes, he can crush this $6,800 price tag. Definitely live for a double-double in this matchup. All right? There you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel. Mark Williams, Naz Reid, Kyle Kuzma, James Harden, and Steph Curry. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.